Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Lay. I'm a mother of two and we are a family of four on a financial journey of becoming completely debt-free, where we take you guys step by step and payment by payment along the way. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I really hope you enjoy this content and decide to stay. And if you guys are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support as we navigate through this journey. So in today's video, we are going to be talking all about our May 2023 budget, our monthly budget overview. And if you guys are new to this channel, we are a zero-based budgeting family, which means that we budget every dollar that comes into our life. So we budget on a monthly basis as a good overview, but we also budget by paycheck and as income comes in throughout the month. I am currently using the Papers by Jessica Ann. I did a whole video and walkthrough of this planner talking about the pros and the cons of it. If you're interested on purchasing this planner, she does have a Instagram and a website, and that is how I purchased it from. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do a deep dive within our May budget with me. One of the cons I did talk about of this planner is that it is really heavy and it's really thick. So it's kind of hard to navigate sometimes if you're used to like the budget by paycheck planner or all of those. So here we go. So this is what the monthly overview is like. All of the months are tabbed on the side. However, they are undated and not filled out. So you have the opportunity to do that. What I like to do first and foremost is I like just to go ahead and write our monthly income at the very top. Okay, as always, you guys, I do write at an angle. Once I'm done, I'll go ahead and rotate it just to make it easier to see. So our monthly income really does not fluctuate too much. And so we are going to be budgeting $5,110 this month. As we get paid throughout the month and as we do our weekly budget with me's, we'll go ahead and fill in each paycheck with the actual amount, and then throughout the month we'll go ahead and see if that is close to the budgeted amount or if it's higher. I like to always budget for worst case scenario. That way I can always figure out what I'm going to do with extra funds. It's a little bit harder to figure out what you're going to do when you have to start subtracting. So May is going to be a very interesting month for our family because we have a lot of things going on. We have my dad and my husband's dad's birthday, my mom's birthday, Mother's Day. My brother is expecting his baby anytime at the end of May, beginning of June. So just a whole lot that's going on. So we're going to really try to have a no spend month and really focus on only buying the essentials and putting any of that extra money towards our debt and our emergency fund. So the way that her planner is set up for the monthly budget is that it's just really one running category list. It's not like the Budget Mom where there's sections between bill/fixed versus cash envelopes or variable spending, savings, debt. It's kind of all together. So if you like that, that is how this setup is. And then it's also only one page because when you flip over, the next page is just grid paper. And so I really like this to write down any important dates, any important notes, or anything that I need to make sure that I am aware of for the upcoming month. So now that we know what we're going to anticipate our monthly income to be, I'm going to go ahead and write out all of our bill/fixed expenses. And what I like to do, since it's all in one section, I just like to leave a few lines as a gap before I move into the next section that we are going to be budgeting/categorizing. So the very first thing that I like to do is I'm always going to take care of the mortgage. Other than this, the rest of them, how I write it is just kind of how I write it throughout it, but I always try to make sure I list our mortgage first. So we are homeowners. We did buy our home at the beginning of COVID, and it has been such a whirlwind experience being homeowners, just so many things that we were never taught that we've had to kind of learn along the way. My husband and I were both first homeowners within our siblings, so it's been such a great/crazy thing to navigate. But luckily we've experienced, so hopefully they don't have to experience the same kind of hurdles and challenges that we did. So our mortgage payment is $1,563. It did recently go up by $10. And I believe that was just due to like escrow. So Not complaining at all, considering I know a lot of people's mortgages went up quite a bit due to property taxes. And so that was, again, another thing that we really didn't take in consideration when we purchased the house. But now we know that every year it can look a little different. We do have an HOA, and we pay $60 for our HOA. We have our cell phone, and that is $135. We have our internet, and that is $290. And the reason that our internet is $290 compared to what it normally is because we decided that we're just going to go ahead, because this income is higher than was last month. We just decided that anytime that we have extra months where our income is higher, we're just going to go ahead and pay a month ahead with the internet. Our internet and a lot of our bills and fixed expenses, they don't change month to month. And so whenever we make an extra payment, it's just a credit onto our account. And my goal with that is just, if we ever have a month where it's a lot tighter than where it is this month, then we just have it available to be able to use that credit. So I'm just trying to find ways to give us buffers and kind of allow us in the event that things happen. If you guys are unaware, my husband recently had a work injury, which was extremely scary for me. I've never experienced a work injury, he's never experienced a work injury. And so navigating how all of that worked, how that affected our budget for April, our home life, the routines, it has been definitely a journey. And so he's doing a lot better now. So I do want to thank everybody for your thoughts and your prayers on it. But it was a rough few weeks in this house. So that whole thing, it really just made me become more aware of planning and setting aside for the future and setting aside for the unexpected, just to make sure that if anything were to happen, our four walls and our house is taken care of. If anything were to happen to myself or my husband and we were unable to work or provide the income that we currently have. The next thing that we have is our electric. And you guys, I am really quite exhausted of our electric bill. It's slowly going down, but I talked about this maybe about a year ago. Our electric company, it does offer a program where you can take your last 12 months of statements and they'll go ahead and divide it by 12. And that way you pay a fixed amount every month rather than having it fluctuate. So I talked about it with a representative from their company last year, and they pretty much told me to wait till like August or September to get some of those lower months in. So I think I'm going to have to put it on my reminder to-do list for Q3 to make sure that I call them, because these high electric bills, you guys, it is so ridiculous. I've talked about this in the last few videos. The way our house is set up is that our bedrooms and our bathrooms, anytime you turn on the heater or the AC, it will get to the extreme of that. So if you turn on the heater, it will be a sauna. If you turn on the AC, it will be the Arctic. However, our main living spaces, our dining room, kitchen, and living spaces, they don't really get heat or AC. And so we have to have somebody to come out and like look at our vents and that whole system. We just haven't done it quite yet. April was a really tight budget month. And then with my husband getting hurt, it was even tighter. So May and June is going to be when we start getting all of those taken care of. The next thing that we have is our car payment. So we do have a car payment that we are currently working on paying off. We are a one vehicle family, and so our car payment is $235. Following the car payment, we have our car insurance, and that is $118. We have our Xbox subscription, and that is $15. So I get a lot of questions about the Xbox subscription, and really what it is it just allows you to have internet on the Xbox, or so I'm told. We don't actually pay for like our Disney Plus, or we pay for our Amazon Prime, but that's annually. So we don't pay for Disney Plus. We do have Amazon Prime as well, and then we have Hulu. But those services, we actually share an account with somebody. So I feel like $15 for 3 streaming services, I will definitely take that any day of the week. The next thing that we have is our 3 personal loans. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have one for $89, one for $101, and then one for $211. We're working these as the baby steps. So as we work on our snowballs, these ones are kind of the last, and then our car payment's the very last one. Then we have our credit cards that we're working to pay off as well. And we are down to 3 credit cards. So I do have to do our debt update. To be really transparent, I'm a little discouraged to do it because in April we had a lot of unexpected expenses, like my husband getting injured, and then we ended up owing in taxes, and we had to do some things for the house and then the medical bills. So we did add debt, but we're still paying it off. So I just need to build up the courage to like do the video. Ultimately, it pretty much how it all ended up is everything that we paid off in March just essentially got added back on. So we're still doing better than when we started in 2023. We just went backwards a month. But I will do a whole video on the numbers once I'm able to do all the numbers, because we did some balance transfers and we didn't really pay things off. It just kind of got moved around a little bit. So I want to make sure that video is as transparent as possible. And if you guys are following and definitely using this for motivation, that you guys have that available. So credit card 1 is going to be $45. Credit card 2's minimum is $25. And then our snowball is going to be $357. I am budgeting for motherhood and finances for $196. I do need to get a new camera, you guys. I'm actually filming on my phone. I have an iPhone, the original like XS Max, and it's paid off and I refuse to upgrade it. However, I am limited on how long I can film for. And because I do enjoy motherhood and finances, and I do really like how I'm filming this and how I'm making this a video diary, I do need to make sure that I do put back into the business. So that is how much I'm setting aside. So the total for that is going to be $3,740, and then we have a remaining $1,370. Going on to our cash envelopes, we have gas, groceries, eating out, home, and fun. And then this is for a month, you guys. So for gas, we are going to be budgeting $300. Groceries, we're going to be budgeting $440 or $110 a week. Eating out $100 a month or $25 a week, which will just equate to like a pizza night. And then for our household, it's going to be $250. I talk about this in every video, but our household budget is actually 4 budgets combined into one. And every week I just shop for either our dogs, our household, or our 2 children. But I have it on rotation, so then that way it's easily manageable and I'm not constantly trying to buy in bulk some weeks and then have nothing other weeks. And then for family fun this month, I am budgeting $50. So that is going to have a total of $1,140, leaving us a remaining $230. So that remaining $230 is going to go ahead and go into our emergency fund, and $230 and remaining $0. So that is our monthly budget for May. So we have all of our fixed expenses listed. Again, with this planner, it doesn't have sections, so you'll have to manually make your sections. So for our fixed expenses, including our debt snowball, you guys, that is really important. This credit card 3, that is not our minimum, that is our snowball payment. So we're going to be putting an extra $357 towards that credit card that we're working on. And then motherhood and finances, investing into this channel, into this business at $196. I get a lot of questions on if I'm going to start an Etsy shop or a shop. I don't quite know. I feel like there's a lot of kind of cooks in that kitchen right now. And I just want to make sure that if I do offer a product that is unique to me and something that I really, really value at a price that I can offer consumers. So for right now, I'm just focusing on upgrading technology and giving you guys that quality. For our variable expenses, we have gas at $300, groceries $440, eating out $100, home $250, and fun $50. So that is $1,140. I'm going to divide that by 2. So each payday will be stuffing $570, and then we're going to be adding $230 into our emergency fund. So that is going to be it, you guys, for our May budget with me. If you guys enjoy budgeting, cash stuffing, debt, and savings updates, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. As always, you guys, if you guys are on a financial journey as well, please let me know in the comments. Kind of love to support you and your channel. And how is your guys' May going? Are you guys having anything fun or exciting happening? I know Mother's Day is coming up. I know that the sun has been popping out more. Are you guys prepared for summer? Are you guys getting prepared? Definitely let me know because I would love to connect with you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.